our flight was in 45 minutes.
An international flight.
I hadn't gone through security. We checked our bags, but I hadn't gone through security. Like, I was not prepared.
Hi, I'm Jess from Geelong, and this is Eddie.
Hi, I'm Matthew from Howsham in the UK.
I'm Brittany from Anderson, South Carolina in the US, and I approve this podcast.
Welcome back to Australia.
We're in the studio.
We're in the studio, and what should be a joyous occasion is awful because someone who works for us, Tommy, said, I'm thinking of getting an Android, and hasn't that just torn the team apart?
It's thrown us all for a real loop. I've stepped off the plane and I've walked back into bullshit. I feel like the daylight savings change hasn't been an hour, it's been 10 years, and Tommy's fucking gone right back where we started.
Yeah. And aren't you about to marry an Android user?
No. Well, Tobbs has recently flipped. He's an iPhone boy now.
So when he proposed, was that like an asterisk? Yes.
Android's risk.
Yes.
I went, but I won't. Yeah, I'm not setting a date with you until I will take the enormous diamond you have offered me.
Don't get me wrong.
But then I will just double check that you're flipping over to iPhone. And he did. And you know what I will say? As someone who has just posted a thirst trap from Fiji, using photos Torbs took on his iPhone, that would have never been possible on the Android.
Remember last time you and Torbs went on a tropical holiday and you took photos?
Yeah. Oh, no, that was on the flashback. That was even worse. This time, I will say they
were just white because Toni didn't know how to use the settings.
But Charles gave me a little bit of a crash course before we left. But I haven't developed them yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay. Well, before we get to your little hot trip to Fiji, as we've returned from Europe, I saw a video that just basically describes the difference between Europe and Australia.
Oh.
So I think we all need a refresher just because we're acclimatized. We did the time zone shit, but now we're back.
Yeah.
And I think this will just remind us of the country we've stepped back into.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Pop it up, Charles.
Shot on our iPhone, by the way.
I'm still not used to Australian slang. I went to the butcher, I asked for sausages, and he said, snags? And I proudly said, no, sausages. And then they all started laughing, and they said, you're funny. But I still didn't have my sausages, so I came back the next day and I said, thank you, they were good snacks, you. And then he said, oh, that's so sweet, we are best friends now. Like in France, you get friends, you drink wine, talk about philosophy, but in Australia, you get friends by calling everybody. I don't know which is best. Tell me in the comments.
And what feels like backwards, that if you called him buddy, you wouldn't be allowed back. Great sausages, bud.
Can I
you go, whoa, call the fucking cops.
Can I get some chops, thanks, champ?
Hey, mate. Nah, out, off. Oh, you're a good thanks, so sausages. People go, fuck yeah. See you at my place on the weekend.
We're back in Tarp Tower. We're back in Australia. And Toni
Ryan found his wedding ring, which is...
on the last day before we left.
So we thought that it was gone for good in Riga. We were like, we got to Sweden and we were like, it's over. He's lost a sixth one. We said it on the pod. I was like, this is the sixth fucking wedding ring. And right on the way up, he's like, fuck, are we going to the airport? It's 3 a.m. He's like, are we going to the airport? I go, yeah. He goes, fuck, I better find my passport. And instead of finding his passport, he found his wedding ring.
This ring was so deep in my backpack, it smuggled itself from Riga to Sweden.
Yeah, like you understand.
Yeah, and I'm married again, so fucking hands off, slut. But you're a good Toni Lodge, and it's great to be back.
Thanks, mate.
Take that back.
No, we're not starting that way. Do you see the earthquake that happened in Melbourne the other day after those Hawks? Pretty good stuff. 87,000 members. What up?
Tony's been on the Hawthorn Instagram.
I have. I'm also just like, I've been away from home now for so long that I'm just like so ready to be. That video was exactly what I needed to bring me back into the hemisphere. Because
no one remind Toni that we're going back to Europe in like 3 weeks to go to her hen's party in London. No one mentioned that.
No one bring it up. I'm just really ready to sleep in my own bed for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's okay. I've got like a good 2 weeks or a week or something. 1 week. Is it 1 week?
Oh, we're in Sydney next week.
Yeah, I know. Torbs is in the US for a week and a half this week.
You guys have been so alone. Is your...
So alone, yeah.
Oh, like
Apart.
without each other?
Yeah,
apart.
I know.
And how have you coped with that?
Well, it is really tough because I really do miss him. And I just love and the time zone chat as well, when you can't always or you wake up, you've been waking up early to like catch up with Mabel before, like after fucking daycare and whatever, but it's 6 a.m. wherever we were.
Do you want to mention that like Toni came into my room when we were away and just said, "Oh, can I just have a little cry because I miss my boy and my girl."
Well, I said to Ryan, I don't need you to, because I didn't need you to be like, oh, well, what can we? I was just like, as my best friend, I just need to tell you that I'm really missing Torbs at the moment. And I had a little cry, and it was exactly what I needed. Yep. But you know what I think was good about that is that I told you that I was like, I don't need you to, like I came in and I was like, this is what I need from you. I just need you to hug me and tell me that it's fine, because I know it's fine, but I just need to get this out.
Can I give you and everyone some advice? Is that
fucking hell.
When you're the side piece.
Yeah. It's hard to hear. Yeah. You like, go, oh, did I not eat you out well enough last night?
Am I not standing right here? Oh, I just missed my man.
I'm like, really missing my boyfriend. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah. Oh. You're talking about him again.
Who's a mate and a now?
Yeah. Way to bring it up.
Yeah.
Well, no, so a bit of law, LORE, is that if you've just joined being a tarper, welcome, congratulations. But at the middle end of last year, what was it, August, we were all away in LA. Yep. We were away to do our birthday party, and then we were going to come home via Fiji as a team to have a little bit of a decompress, readjust a little bit.
Charles and Lily claimed that it was cheaper to go home via Fiji, and could we use the difference on a couple of nights stay?
Yeah, and you know what? Who am I to judge? That's wonderful. But along the way in LA, I tragically took a spell and fell and broke my foot. I had to emergency fly straight home, and Torbs was going to meet us in Fiji like your wife and daughter did. So everything was all paid for, but I couldn't go, and then I had to have surgery. And they said I had 8 months to use the voucher. And if anybody's doing the rough maths, 8 months expires like today.
Yeah.
So we were like, fuck, when are we, like, first world fucking probs, when are we going to fit this trip in? Because we were going to lose all this money.
Well, you were like, we just won't go. And like, absolutely fucking no.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what? No, it's like going to be a bit of fucking around. And what am I going to do? Fly from Sweden to fucking Fiji? And in the end, that is actually what we did. And Ryan on the plane, Ryan goes, how many people do you think have gone to Latvia and then to Sweden and then to Fiji? And I went, I reckon I might be the first one.
Sitting in the Stockholm airport going, how many people here do you reckon are off to Nardi?
Yeah. Yeah. I go to the check-in counter. They go, where are you flying? I go, Nardi. They go, that's not possible. Anyway, so I was like, we'll quickly do that because we're about to lose all this money. Yeah. And you know what? It was really lovely because we'd been apart and...
Did you make up for it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. God. IUD working overtime. Anyway, and so we get to Fiji.
A direct quote from Toni when we're on the plane, we're flying back, because obviously I didn't go all the way to Fiji, and I go, you looking forward to seeing Torbs? And you said, I'm going to fuck him in the airport car park. Is that a direct quote?
I did say that.
How'd you go with that? I don't know. That's not his thing.
He wouldn't.
It takes two to tango.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't do that. And
who do you miss now?
Yeah, well, you'd fuck me in the car park. So I'm starting to really question some things.
Thank you.
Always had an iPhone. Anyway, so Torbs and I, we go to Fiji and we're like, oh my God, how wonderful. We had a couple of days of just the most beautiful weather. We both got a bit of colour on us.
We both colour.
I read 5 books. Like, I have just flown through I just have had the most amazing time. You were in the
zone when we were away, though. Even you were like, how long's this car drive? Hour and a half? I reckon I can finish. And I was just like, look at her go. She's churning it out.
So what month is it now?
April.
Oh, no. So it's only the beginning of April.
Oh, because were you going to do an amount this year?
Yeah, I think I said 50. But in the last 4 weeks, I've read 10 books, I reckon.
Jesus.
Because we've travelled a lot.
Yeah.
And I just bought heaps of stuff on my Kindle and I was like, I'm fucking locking
dominating.
in. I've been
Fuck
reading
yeah.
heaps, which has been really nice because I haven't been fucking giving it this
Scrolling.
one, scroll hole.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had some beautiful days and it would not be a Toni and Torbs holiday without a fucking drama. So the last 2 days of the holiday, the hotel was in complete lockdown because the cyclone came.
Just a friendly tropical cyclone on a tropical island.
They had to put all of the beach like beach beds, what do they call them? Like
sun lounges?
Sound lounges into the pool so that they wouldn't blow around and smash all the windows. They took all of the umbrellas inside. And Torbs and I, we wake up, we trot down to breakfast. They go, well, no, there's no breakfast. And they go, you can order breakfast to your room.
I
but
would rather
spin off into the ether
than starve to death and not get my buffet
Where are my fucking eggs?
Where is the Bay Maria full of garlicky mushrooms?
Thank you. That's all
Which
I wanted.
for a low FODMAP guy is the worst thing you can have. But you know what?
Throw in some avocado and just kill yourself. Like it's
I'm
over.
on holidays, so
over.
fuck you. Do they give you a refund and say you've got another 8 months to use the buffet? Wouldn't it be more dangerous for them to send a guy with a plate to your room?
Well, that's what we said. I'm like, so what, you're going to service 400 rooms individually?
Why don't we just bunker down in the buffet?
Send us all to the buffet and we just rotate around and keep ourselves busy for the day. Anyway, so when I say cyclone, I'm not like, it was an actual cyclone.
Yep.
Every flight got cancelled. Like, it was absolute fucking chaos. Anyway, we the day that we're supposed to leave, our flight was quite early in the morning, and we get a text and it's like, no, your flight's not at 8 a.m. anymore. It's now at midday. And we go, you know what? That's kind of nice. Maybe we can get our monies back of the eggs we've missed. So
because the buffet's not open if you're leaving at 5 a.m.
Yeah. But like, if we're leaving at midday, we can eat and then like
the
head to the
buffet owes
airport. Yeah, we'll this is where we make our money back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I wake up to go for a wee at about 4 a.m. And I check my phone and they go, flight's not at midday anymore. It's now back at 8. And I go, well, that's illegal. You can't do that.
That is actually because
if I hadn't woken up, because our alarm was going to go off at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's it. We're not there.
The alarm goes off and it's like, final call.
Yeah. And they go, Toni and Torbs, where are you? And we wouldn't be there. Anyway, so I wake up, it's like 4 a.m. and I'm like, oh, fuck, like we would have to kind of wake up semi-soon anyway. So I wake Torbs up and I go, I'm just letting you know, I've changed our alarm because we've got to kind of get our skates on. He goes, oh, fuck. Anyway, so we kind of sort our shit out and we go up to the, what is it? The like foyer, the reception, the check-in thing. And I go, hey, like I'm sorry, we've got to fucking get our skates on because our flight's been changed. They go, oh my God, amazing. And they go, you know what? And because you transfer like the car to the airport, they go, we've got that ready. And I go, oh, amazing.
How?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Ready
and so they go, yep, can we get the transfer for Mr. and Mrs. Lodge?
Yep.
And then we go, yep, all good. And then we go down there and we put our stuff in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit frazzed. I will be very honest.
But you know what? Bringing a flight forward 4 hours is...
Frazzworthy.
Is very frazzworthy.
Yeah,
like, I know
you.
we've done many jokes of unfun, but like... That's like,
frazzy.
That's frazzy energy.
Thank you.
You deserve to be frazzed.
So they go, yeah, we've got this car. And I go, fuck yeah, amazing. I go, how long do you reckon it's going to take to get to the airport? He goes, 20 minutes. I go, fuck yeah, perfect. And it's actually really sad because as we're driving, because all these massive trees have fallen down.
Oh, of course,
and there's all these people from the community like chopping them up, trying to get them off the road and stuff. Like it wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, please make sure this isn't the Fiji you remember. Like it was really pretty shitty.
Vanaka.
Yeah, Vanaka, blah. Anyway, and so we get to the airport and I'm like, great, I've got a plan. We need to check our bags.
Yep.
I've got to shit like immediately because I haven't had my morning poo yet.
Yep.
And then we've got to get straight through.
Everything happens in a rush and that didn't have time to exercise the bowels.
There wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
So we get out of the car, grab our bags, and the guy goes, yeah, cool, so that'll be $50. And I go, oh, okay, bro, do you take card? And he goes, no. And I go,
get completely fucked.
Oh,
the free transfer from the hotel.
And
they saw you coming. Yeah, no, we've got a guy ready to go. I fucking bet you do.
He goes, yeah.
He's my cousin.
Yeah. Oh, you look eerily similar.
Yeah. Oi, Leroy, come around here.
And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, I only take cash. And I go, I don't have any cash. And
I need a shit.
And I'm about to shit myself. And I was like, do you have, can I just pay you through the hotel? Like, because they've got a credit card on file. I've just paid the bill from our thing anyway. Yeah. And he goes, nah, it's actually like a private agreement. And he tells this fucking whole story. And I go, great, so can I pay you through the hotel? And he goes, no. And I'm somewhat frazzing.
Yep.
And Torbs goes, that's fine. I'll just go get some cash out. I've got 4 debit cards with me. Mm-hmm. Not one will give me any cash out. The ATM cancels one card, and then
because it goes foreign country.
Well, it's just like no.
Yep.
And he goes, why don't your cards work overseas? And I was like, I actually travel more than anyone on earth, and I've never had a problem. Like I was like, I have the money. I'm really sorry. Like let me figure this out. We go to the Western Union. They go, no, you can't get cash out with that card. I go, well, why? Like, it's a debit card. Yep. Like, it's not a credit card. Anyway, we're like going in circles. And then he goes, oh, at the domestic terminal, there's a different type of ATM. Do you want to try that? And Torbs goes, okay. Torbs sprints to the it's not that far, but he sprints over to the domestic terminal. It cancels another card. We're down to 2 cards. I know.
Fuck my life.
It's not only Fraz, it's Fraz Plus. Anyway, and I go, look.
Everyone, stop what you're doing
Fraz Plus.
Right now.
Yeah.
If you're at the gym listening to this podcast, if you're on the way to work.
Trying to get a flight, sit down.
Fraz Plus.
Fraz Plus. And because so many flights had been cancelled, I was like... Because the airport was fucked.
Everyone's cancelled. Everyone's on edge.
Yeah. And there's people that
Would you say the whole airport was Fraz Plus?
Fraz Plus. And there was people that had slept in the airport overnight because flights had been cancelled and all the hotels were full and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Torbs runs over the thing. Another card gets cancelled. And I go in to the airport and I go, look, can I please just check our bags in and get our... Like, I just wanted to make sure that our bags are on the fucking...
We'll figure this out, yeah.
Then I can sort this out. And he goes, yeah, I was like, I can leave you my backpack. He goes, no, I trust you. And I was like, great. I go in, check our bags, all good. And then I go back out there. Torbs is there by then. And the guy goes, can you call the hotel? And I was like, I only have data. I don't have phone. Can I use your phone and call them? Because I can be like, I was just in room 119. Can you...
Sting my card, send this guy some money.
Like, give him petty cash and charge me for... I don't care. But this guy, he's done a job. He needs to be paid. Like, I'm not trying to get out of paying this... I just want to get on this fucking plane because I'm not sure if there'll be another one for me to get on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for giving us an insight to the energy and I won't say aggression, the purpose.
I wasn't aggressive towards him. I was just getting stressed that we were going to miss
Fraz Plus.
Because at this point, and this will shock everybody in this room and everyone listening, our flight was in 45 minutes.
An international flight.
I hadn't gone through security. We checked our bags, but I hadn't gone through security. Like, I was not prepared. That's a lot for me.
Can I ask you, just if we stop at this moment in time.
Please.
Did you consider just fucking going for it? You did.
I did.
For those playing along at home, she's nodded.
That's not me.
No, but sometimes you got to make a call.
And I just was like, fuck, I've got to go. And all that's going to happen, he's going to go back to the hotel and they're going to take it off my card. Like, I know that's what's going to occur.
They're going to be like, it's fucking your problem, dude.
But like...
Once you get through security, he doesn't have a ticket. You go, tell it walking, sweetheart.
Like, I just kind of
Although we are going back there later this year.
Yeah, so. True. If you'd like to come with us, we're very organised.
Let's organise a different mode of transport. Imagine
Charles, when I travel with Charles, there's always a car waiting for me, you know?
Yeah, but then we rock up and he goes, well.
Yeah. Oh, you're not Henry, are you?
Yeah.
I stole $50 from you.
That $50 from last time plus 6 months of inflation, you owe me $4 million.
Yeah. He goes, and gas prices are up.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so it's 45 minutes, 40 minutes, 35 minutes. The clock is fucking ticking down and we're running out of options.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sign up for the Western Union. I'm doing whatever I can. Nothing's fucking working.
Yeah.
And I see these 2 girls sitting on the floor in the airport. And I go, fuck, this is make or break time. I've got to turn on the this is it. I go over to these girls and I go...
Turn on the charm to rob them?
No. But I'm like, fuck, I need to ask for help. Like it is fucking... My flight's about to... Like, what am I going to do? I walk over to these girls. They're sitting on the floor on a blanket. And I go, hey. And they go, hi. And I was like... This is really fucking rogue, and I'm like literally on the verge of tears. I'm Fraz plus at this point.
Fraz
and
business.
I go, Fraz business. Fraz platinum.
Yeah, you're right up the front.
When you're right up the front of the Fraz.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I go, this is really fucking rogue, but our taxi driver only takes cash. They didn't tell us. We don't have any cash. All of our cards have just been cancelled. Do you have any cash or any way to get some?
Yeah, I will give you... tenfold when we get home.
Yep.
I just need something right now.
And I'm like, the tears are coming. Like, I can't stop it. And I go, I'm so not a scammer. I promise. Like, we're fucked. Our flight's in half an hour. And she goes, babe, don't even stress, bitch. She goes into her wallet. She pulls out $100 Fijian note. And I was just like, I will pay you back. And she goes, no, bitch. Don't even worry about it. And I went, no. Like, I'll absolutely pay you back.
She's trying, yeah.
No.
You wasted 17 minutes trying to tell her.
No. And and I was like, thank you. You have like fucking saved me. All of our fucking cards are like cancelled. Yeah. And she goes, no, just spreading the joy. And then anyway, so I take the money and I give it to Torbs. Torbs sprints out to give it to the guy who's still waiting outside. And I was like, what's your your thing? She goes, we had a flight last night at 7 p.m. It got cancelled. Every hotel is full. We have to wait for our flight tonight at 7 p.m. And at this point, it was 8 a.m.
So they've got a big day.
So they slept there the night before. And I was like, please let me pay you back. And she goes, no, honestly, like, this is the least. She goes, what am I going to do with the money? Like, we're sat here, And I was like, honestly, you have fucking saved me. And so... I have a challenge or a mission, I guess.
Yeah.
If anybody knows Sydney and Robert from Sydney, who slept...
Sydney from Sydney.
I made the same joke. I get it. She goes, Sydney from Sydney.
Yeah.
If anybody... They slept on the floor of the Nadi International Airport. If anyone knows them... Please slide into my DM so that I can find them and thank them properly. I will do something for them. I don't know what that is. If anyone has an idea, probably won't send them back to Fiji. It might be a while before they...
You've won podcast away.
But I need to do something because these girls fucking saved my fucking asshole.
What legends?
Absolutely crazy.
Sydney and Robin.
And... They slept in, how many Sydney and Robins are there that slept on the floor of the airport the other day?
Probably the same amount that went from Stockholm to Nadi.
Straight to Nadi, yeah. So if you know them, they live in Sydney, if you know them or there's a way I can get in contact with them, please let us know because I want to send something.
Yep. At
least pay them the money back. But honestly, like it was like very, very, very... amazing for you to do that. I could not believe it, and I was in such a flap.
I think there's one question that everyone kind of wants to know that we've glossed over.
What?
Did that have change?
Yeah. Okay.
So you give him 100, he goes, sweet,
and he goes, oh, cool, leaves.
Fuck off.
Because I said to Torbs,
get completely fucked.
I said to Torbs, did you pocket their change? Because imagine they go, here's 100, and I go, oh, thanks.
Like, I'll just keep the 50. And once I get through to the gate, hey, fucking coffee's on me.
Yeah, anybody want a Paco Rabanne fucking perfume from the duty free? No.
Anyone want
a huge Toblerone?
Everyone want a Carver latte?
Anyone want a pure Fiji set of lotion that they're flogging there?
Anyone want some Fiji water, or as they call it here, water?
And the guy goes, oh, cheers, bro, and fucks off. So we were like, oh, okay. Because I was in such a flap, and I was talking to the girls, like thanking them fucking profusely and being like, what's your situation?
Sorry, Charles, do you reckon it got to the point where the girls were like, can you please just take the
leave.
money and fuck off?
Nah,
and even you'd be like, I'll fly to Sydney and give you something like, slut.
I'll be honest.
Stay
away from me. Maybe.
If you want to give me something, give me the joy of you not being here anymore.
I'll be honest, because they'd been sitting there not doing anything. I think it was a bit of a spike in their day.
Oh, something to do. Yeah, fair.
I think they appreciated the excitement. No, I was just crying.
No, but you're like, oh, if you got 24 hours, the least I can do as someone in the comedy industry is just like give you a story.
Do you want some entertainment?
Yeah.
I go, you don't mind. Yeah, they probably gave me fucking fake names.
Yeah.
People go, I don't know a Sydney and a Robin that slept overnight in the airport, but I do know a Mel and a Steph.
Yeah.
Was it maybe them? They go, no, it wasn't us. No,
was,
we saw them though. We saw them. They looked up.
It wasn't Sydney and Robin. It was my friends Melbourne and Batman. So that's
very funny.
That's Toni a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so
so Sydney and Robin, if you're out there, I would love to thank you properly.
That is really nice.
Because it was honestly peak girlhood. They were just like, babe, take it. You need it more than us. Like,
yep.
And I was so desperate. Like there was nothing else I could do at that point.
So now that
Fraz Platinum. Anyway, and then we get it through the other side and then they're like, yep, so the flight is boarding right now. We're like, holy fuck. And then we sat in the airport for 4 hours.
Torbs could have walked back to the hotel and got cash.
I could have probably spun some tricks and made the money. I could have done the tight 5 on the street and made the cash
4
back.
hours, the delay. So because the booking was our booking from August, all of us were getting the text messages.
I know. I didn't get a thing.
Yeah. So I'm getting a text every 6 minutes going, Mr. Lodge, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and even when I was at the hotel with Mabel and Bridget, they're like, Mr. Lodge. And I was like...
Well, they called Torbs Mr. Lodge. Everyone's Mr. Lodge.
Yeah, right.
I think that might just be their way of saying friend. Like, have we confirmed
is Mr.
that
Lodge
Mr.
just mean
Lodge
white
isn't
guy?
Fijian in for bro or something?
Hi, it's Jess and Eddie from Geelong.
I'm Matthew from Howsham in the UK.
Hey, I'm Brittany from Anderson, South Carolina in the US, and you're listening to Toni and Ryan.
A massive shout out to a few of our champion tarpers over at our Patreon. Thank you very much for being part of it, keeping the lights on, bringing us home safely to Tarp Tower. Very good to be back. Thank you, Jack. Love to see it, Jack. Hayley, that GJ's worker. Is that Gloria Jeans? Have you met someone at Gloria Jeans called Hayley, Ryan?
No, but now that I think about it, everyone I've ever met at a Gloria Jeans looks like they should be named Hayley.
No, so fair. It was a huge name in the 1980s, yeah. Dakota Jager, good on you, Dakota. Hannah, only with one N. Interesting.
Time's tough.
Yeah. Had to sell it to pay for a taxi in Fiji. Yeah. Connor Flaherty, good. Fuck me. Flaherty.
Where do you reckon he's from?
Ireland.
The island of Fiji.
Oh, what? Flaherty, isn't that a super Irish name?
Yeah.
We're going to Berlin, by the way. Amy, good on you, Amy. Laura Skinner.
What?
What?
Do you want to go again there? I'm going to Berlin.
Oh, Dublin.
News to us. Just want to take.
There's been a lot on.
I reckon just take a big breath in.
Yeah.
And a big breath out. We're not in a rush.
I actually really appreciated that little decompress.
We're not in a rush.
I needed that breath through the nose.
And I want you to think of a happy time such as last night when you, me and Mabel all FaceTimed.
We're on FaceTime.
And
she was showing me all her toys.
It's because Mabel hasn't seen Toni for a while because she's been gallivanting around the fucking...
Sorry, I was held hostage in Fiji for quite some time.
So on FaceTime, Mabel goes, stay there, and goes and gets all these...
She goes, I'll go get it! And she goes and gets all of her toys.
And comes back to show Toni.
Yeah, it was very cute. Amy, good on you, Amy. Laura Skinner, hardly know her. Gabby, good on you, Gabby. Georgia Bruce, Craig's sister.
Yep.
Lily and Ellen, good on you guys. Thank you very much for being part of it.
Who are those last two?
Lily and Ellen, not Lily Allen. I am going to see Lily Allen, though. I'm really excited.
Yeah, because that was one of the...
We bought those tickets I was sitting here and I was just like, I'm frantic. I wasn't Fraz Platinum, but I like that new scale.
I'll tell you something I don't like the concept of.
Tell me, and I'll back you 100%.
Is like a breakup being a competition, like who wins the breakup.
Yeah.
However,
you don't like the concept
I don't like the concept of that, but didn't Lily Allen really win that one?
She really
Big
won.
time.
Yeah.
I don't like that concept as a whole, but if I did, I would like that one.
I think
Because I'm like, oh, but like, yeah.
she deserved to win because she got so royally fucked.
That's what I mean. But I'm like, I'm glad she's fucking back. She's touring. She's doing things.
Yeah.
What a good bitch.
And the album is incredible. I know that you're not like a listener, but like the album is amazing. I can't wait to see it.
Talent, mate.
Oh, so true. Game recognises game.
Now, Hot Take Tony has been pushed back to Wednesdays.
Yeah, because otherwise it would have just been about getting cash out overseas, and we don't all need that. I need a couple of days to decompress.
Even though no one knew that Hot Take Tony has been pushed back to Wednesdays, there's some feedback.
Oh? I like the feedback. Well, I might not. I mean, I haven't.
Are we going to call this feedback, or are we going to call it the Monday Mailbag?
Well, I've seen you have written down Monday Mailbag.
I've worked in commercial radio for too long. I love alliteration.
The other thing that I quite like is housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Bit of housekeeping. Bit of admin. Vibes. So if you would like to vote on your favourite title.
Because didn't we do this right at the start?
Yeah, well, you and I, when it was just the two of us.
But what was it called?
Feedback, I think.
It was feedback?
Or was it called housekeeping? Was it called housekeeping?
I don't know, but we did it every...
Thursday. Oh, Wednesday when we started, I guess. Wait.
Maybe it was
Monday?
Yeah, who fucking knows? Anyway, the Monday Mailbag.
Every tarper's going to know. Charles, you were a tarper. Do you remember? Charles was a champion tarper. And he's approved an episode. Like, if you go back and you've listened, you'll hear Charles approving an episode.
I also did a throwback episode.
You did do a throwback episode.
That's
you
huge.
host one. And people message semi-regularly, like on Patreon, and say like, oh, I was just watching an old episode and Charles's name came across the bottom or was in a shout-outs or something. Is that our Charles? It's our Charles. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
In his 15 months of employment and 2 years of random freelancing before that, he's almost earned back the money he gave us as a champion tarper.
Yeah. He has spent in excess of that, though, on our card. So...
Whose card? Yeah, I haven't seen that
Charles's
card.
card.
I haven't seen that card in years. All I see is the fucking bill at the end of the month.
What are you, a duck? You just see your bill. Whose bill?
Is it true that Hot Take Tony's been pushed back to Wednesdays because last week's hot take on avocados was so ice cold?
People didn't like that.
You picked a fight with my favorite kind of people.
Avocado people. Millennials.
Hot California girls.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about the Hot California girls.
Hot California girl 1. I eat avocados every day with a spoon because I'm from California and they're available everywhere here and they're so cheap. Hot California girls love avocados. Tony, we can
I'm
still be
such
friends,
an
but go
idiot.
fuck yourself on that take.
Oh, I didn't even think about the Hot California girls.
Maram.
Hi, Maram.
I'm afraid this week's hot take is freezing cold, avocado emoji, freezing emoji.
I am sorry about that. Maybe you caught me in a moment of weakness where I'd had 2 bad avocados in Europe.
Hot California girl Dame Chem says, I love avocados. I eat them with a spoon and any way I can. Your take is mistaken.
Oh, eating them with a spoon or on their own feels crazy. With other stuff, like I said, seasoned or in a salad or whatever.
Hot California girl Jessie.
Sorry. Yep.
Everyone,
I'm frantic. I'm Fraz Plus.
everyone knows the meme about avocado tasting like clean dick. And Toni is a self-proclaimed gob queen.
Yep.
How can she hate avocado but love pork sword?
Do you know, that's an interesting take because I also don't like coconut water because that tastes like cum. But, I mean, if you asked anybody else, I'd say she loves it. So
Yeah.
if they asked anyone on my street, they'd go, she loves semen. Oh, sorry.
Last week we talked about awful kissing. And Katie W said, I have the worst kiss ever. He covered both my nose and my chin. He engulfed my just cut like it was a breathing apparatus.
I do that to Pippa sometimes, but she's got a very small face. How would you do that on a human face?
Just because Pippa's got a small face doesn't make that not weird.
No, I know, but So Pippa does this thing.
You know those asthma masks?
Yeah, like on the plane.
Yeah.
Because Pippa does this thing. We call it the health check. And she just, because she likes
when you stick your finger in her butt?
No. The vet does that. The vet does
Who's
that.
the vet? Oh, just some girl,
neighbour.
Some girl from down the street
The
just
new
comes
neighbour,
in.
she lives with Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But no. She like sniffs in our mouths.
Oh, so she health checks you?
Yeah, she health checks us. And like at the end of the day, or if we've been out for dinner or something, she's like likes to sniff what we've eaten. And we go, oh, health check, and she climbs up on us. She climbs up on us and she shoves her face in our mouth, and she like gives a big sniff, and I go, all clear, and she goes, and then she does it to Torbs, and it's really but it's definitely something I should have kept private.
I thought that when you were begging for change in a foreign airport crying, that you were close to rock bottom.
Yeah, no, I know you've heard it.
Just to
you know,
confirm.
it's so fair.
Just to confirm.
Yeah.
Actually, do you want to look down the barrel of that camera and say, my dog gives me a health check by putting its face inside my mouth to check what I've had for dinner?
My French Bulldog Pippa gives me a health check by putting her whole face into my mouth and checks what I've had for dinner. And she just likes to know where I've been. I think she gets some sensory clues.
Does she sniff your butt?
No.
Okay, so she's not like, okay, where you been? Okay.
On the back? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Just the mouth. And she just, when I get home, she'll check. And then, especially if Torbs and I have both been out together, she's like, where have you been?
Oh, so she's jealous. She's just checking for other dogs.
She's like, yeah, I think she's like, have any other dogs been in this mouth? You kissed any other doggies?
Yeah.
Which obviously not, unless I've been to BJ's house.
Yeah, he loves to smooch.
But yeah, Pippa, she's a doctor, just like her mama.
I would hate to be a real doctor that listens to this show.
Same, but for different reasons.
Ethan said, I had a boyfriend in high school that would open his mouth like a huge O and then turn his head 90 degrees.
Oh.
And but two of those on each other is just like...
Nah, I don't like that. That sounds like a puzzle.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Because what did we say was the makings of a bad kiss? The stiff tongue.
Well, here's was our scale. A 1 out of 5 was a dry and stiff tongue. 2 was either dry or stiff. 3 was okay. 4 was good. 5's the best you've ever had. And there was a bit of chat of what do people think we would be.
Oh no, I forgot we asked for a rating.
Lucy said, I reckon Ryan sober is a 4. Drunk Ryan would be a 3.
That's actually a great answer, I think.
Toni would be a 4.5 either way. I replied to Lucy and I said, I reckon...
And you said, fuck you, Lucy!
So come over here and pucker up, sweetheart.
Let me prove to you I'm a 5.
I said kissing, like playing billiards, you get better when drunk.
Can I enter something into the
Please.
discussion with this? I think it also depends on whether you're both drunk.
So if one's drunk and the other's sober...
Terrible. 0.
Yeah, awful.
0. Terrible. But if you're both drunk and you're both a bit sloppy and a bit wet, I think
Bring it on.
I think that's a 5.
That's a great call.
The experience is then a 5 because you kind of got no inhibitions. You're both just loose as fuck and you're going to get fingered in a taxi. You're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to ask
Have
me
cash.
to borrow some cash.
Can I say...
Did you have it where you guys grew up? So obviously I'm the only one here that's from WA. But in WA...
No, we've been fingered in taxis in this state.
Yeah.
That's like a national...
So true.
That's a national thing.
Growing up, though, I don't know why this was a thing. Was this a thing everywhere? That it was a standard $80 fee if you threw up in a taxi?
Oh, nah.
Is that a thing everywhere?
Nah, so...
If anyone's had any experience, it's this guy.
Nah, I think it was Kate Ballantyne or maybe
Is that
someone...
for Kate?
No.
Kate and Dave.
A third Kate.
Oh, that's Kate Heslop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not Kate who's working on your wedding dress either.
No, that's Kate and Dave.
That is Kate.
Yeah.
Kate and Shirls.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure...
We
I don't
follow
know,
each other on Instagram.
I'm pretty sure she threw up in a cab and it was like... It was hundreds.
Oh, what?
Because it wasn't just like she threw up out the window. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was her, but someone who was with her, like going back.
In the same car.
But they're like, the cab's like, well, I have to go.
I can't drive for the rest of the night now.
Yeah, and you got to clean it and this and that. And it was really expensive.
So I don't know then if it was just a myth, but it was this thing of like, if you throw up in a taxi in Perth,
It's
it was $80.
So you just like, well, take the 80 up front, Doug.
Yeah, let me just give it to you now.
I'm going to be hundering down the Albany Highway all the way home.
Close. Tonkin Highway. Tonkin Highway, side of the Tonkin Highway, right before you get off to go up to Carragullen. I had to get him to pull over and just threw my fucking guts up.
If you pull over and you throw up out the side, he doesn't get $80.
No. You didn't have to pay if you gave him a bit of warning. And I was like, do you mind if we have the window down? And he goes, I don't want to have the window down on the highway. Because you have to go, and I go, well then, like,
No.
that's up
if
to
you don't want it to go kadaka,
Yeah.
then open another one.
Open another one and then it doesn't do it.
Because would you rather me spew out the window?
Oh, this is a fun game. Would you rather?
Yeah, or in the back of your car?
Yeah, pick one.
I'd rather it's a ducka than the throwing up in the back seat.
I'm not asking you to drive with the window down so I can light a ciggy, though. If that's in play, I'm in.
How much does that
How much
cost?
is that? Can I do a bundle? If I throw up and I've already paid for that, can I also have a
So
ciggy?
how much would it cost to get from the city back to your place?
Like $100
Okay.
to Rolly Stone.
Yeah, so 100 for Rolly Stone. I'm planning on spewing, so that's 180.
Yeah.
I'll get you 250 because I'm going to have a cig.
Yeah.
And I'm planning on getting fingered, so I feel like that's going to cost me.
Maybe $300.
Yeah,
Just
but
get a
bundle
bag.
it together. No, that stays, like, that stays.
No, cut that
That
out.
stays.
Oh, no, got that.
That stays.
But you had to work that into your budget. You had to think like,
Fuck, so that's $300 to get home.
Yeah. So
Might
that's
as well
why we
stay
used to have
home.
to just like, yeah.
And just get just have a bag at home. Save yourself the money.
You'd make money that way, yeah.
Shana Bobana. Oh, sorry, yes,
The
Charles.
cleaning fees actually do differ per state.
Oh!
According to 13 cabs.
1-3 cabs.
Sorry, yeah, 1-3 cabs.
1-3 cabs.
Oh, there you go.
These are the fees per...
Oh my God, I wasn't far off.
Oh, so hang on. It's cheaper to throw up in Western Australia than all of the other states.
And I've always said that. Cheaper to buy a house as well if you're looking to rent best.
Jeez, it's expensive to spew in a cab in Queensland. Doesn't that sound like...
They should make that the most expensive. Oh, and they have.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's happening the most.
Oh, okay.
Don't you reckon?
Well, maybe they should be used to
If
it.
anybody's ever thrown up in a cab, it probably happened on the Gold Coast. Have you ever thrown up in a cab, Charles? Yeah. Nothing.
Mike...
What happened?
It was actually in Fiji.
Oh, no wonder
Oh, well, I hope you had cash, mate. Did you have to ask some girls for some money? Can you imagine if you were like bringing someone home and they go, "We only take cash"? I go, "Well, I don't." And like you have to be like, "Sweetheart, you don't have any, do you?"
Yeah.
Do you have the cash I gave you before? What happened?
Put that on the bill.
No surprise at all. We'd just done like 50 shots at a different hotel.
Yeah.
But I was staying at a different hotel to the rest of the crew. I was working there at the time.
Oh, so you were in the cab on your own?
On my own, yeah.
Oh, so you drop
Is
them off
that
and then...
worse? Is
Yeah.
it like when
Yeah.
you fall over in public by yourself and you go, "I wish I had a friend with me to laugh with"? Like, is it just feel shitty that you've thrown up on your own in the back
Well,
of the
because
car?
your friend will advocate. They'll be
Yeah,
like...
they'll go, "No, it's fine. She's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
I
he's
did it-
okay."
I did it out the window and
Was it down the side of the car?
Yeah, the driver never noticed.
Yeah, I've done a couple of those. Down the Eastern
little
Freeway.
tacky?
Yeah.
Down the.
It was pretty bad. Though, when
Yeah, it's pretty
I
fucked.
saw
When
it
you get out of the car and you
straight
go-
to my hotel.
You get out of the car and you look back and you go, "Oh, dude, when you figure that out, you are going to not like that."
It was also my regular, like, because we'd been there for like 3 months. I had a regular, like, taxi guy, and I just never called him again.
Yeah, no, and you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Well, it was probably the guy that I got that, and he's like, "Nah, I don't trust anyone anymore. I've got to start taking cash up front."
My cousin Rach threw up on Kate Heslop in a taxi.
What?
On the way home from Next nightclub. So
That is insane.
me, Liam, Kate, and Rach, 4 of us piled in the back.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like she spewed and we're all just like, "Shut the fuck up, we're not paying that fee." So we just sat there and copped it.
When you're a uni
Yeah, I
student,
can't
you
afford
don't
that.
have the money. Like, it's not
And
about not wanting to pay.
So
You don't
Kate,
have it.
she just like took it and we'll just worry about this when we get out.
Yep, and you've got to.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck. My sister-in-law, Chelsea. She'd like just had a big, but I think she'd maybe just had her 30th or something. And my brother bought her like a really nice like Louis Vuitton handbag for her birthday. And they were out and they were getting like a cab home. And she's like, ooh. And my brother's like, don't you fucking throw up in this taxi.
Don't you fucking
It's $53.50 an hour. You go like, don't you fucking throw up in this taxi.
If only we had a bag worth $10,000 to save us $50.
She threw up in the handbag.
She did not.
She threw
In a
up
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, in the Louis Vuitton. Louis Spew.
You know how much I love.
Spewy Vuitton.
You know how much I love a Spewy Vuitton.
Yeah, I know.
The craft in the making of the cases and the bags.
I know.
You will not transport better and safer than with the Spewy Vuitton.
I know. Straight into the Spewy Vuitton. And then it started overflowing.
How much spew's in that bitch?
Well, I think she should. And then,
And
you know,
it's a
you
petite
spew
little-
it.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then when they got home, my brother sprayed it out with the hose, which is just the worst thing I've ever heard.
Well, it's not worse than leaving it in.
Oh, I guess so. But yeah, so he's
get a bit
like
of, like,
sprayed it out with the hose.
Cleaning like Mountain Fresh or whatever. What's the
Morning Fresh.
Yeah.
And then just left it out the front and they were like, we'll just deal with this in the morning and like figure it out. I don't know if they ever cleaned it up properly
Can
or not.
I say a sentence
Sure.
that is often said in these scenarios?
Yeah.
Which is never a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out in the morning.
And don't you hate yourself for that? Because you wake up and you go, oh, that's me.
And you wake up. So one time fuck, this episode has gone downhill real fast.
Tell us in the comments though your best spew stories. Funny. Nah, say it. Save space.
I threw up into a slab box. Like a
carton of beer.
Yeah. There's no beer in it, but it's just the box.
That's thin cardboard.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'll worry about that in the morning.
That was so disgusting. Had it like soaked through?
No, so because of the way it folds, it's like this big, but then the middle there's a gap.
Yeah.
Because of like where the things, and the gap was facing down. So when I lifted it up in the morning.
Like a funnel, it all, yeah.
Yeah, that was at Kelsey MC's house in Montmorency South.
Oh, showed up.
Shana Bobana said Toni would be a 5 out of 5 kisser because that's what we're talking about.
Did Shana Bobana also give you a...
She gave Ryan, that's me, a 5 out of 5, and Charles a 10 out of 5 because it sounds like that player's getting plenty of practice. Grow up, Shana.
Shana... He will you don't have to impress him. He will do it.
My husband is this is a CJ Claw.
Hi, CJ.
My husband is a 5 out of 5 kisser depending on beard length.
Sure.
If it's day 2 to day 5,
nah,
it's nice. But after that, she's like, no, you lose a few
or
points.
before because it's too spiky.
Yeah, so she's like, it kind of moves around. So she goes, I think Toni would be a 4 or 5, but Ryan, it just depends on the day.
Yeah.
And that's
my
actually
beard
fair.
is a bit spiky sometimes, in fairness.
And then Tarpers in the Toni and Ryan Facebook group.
Horny little toads.
Do you know what I'm about to say?
No, I don't, but I just know.
Kylie needs to get it the fuck together.
Kylie.
She tags her husband, Shane.
Oh, Kylie Curl and Shane Curl. Yeah. We met them at the cricket. Their son Hamish. Yeah. Shane's just started driving, actually.
Well, he started a few things. Let me get onto this. Kylie tags at Shane. I'm a 5, right? Question mark.
Oh no. Oh no, that's asking for trouble. Remember how risky it was when I text Torbs asking him and we were all fucking worried?
Shane says,
oh no.
Correct.
Oh.
And then Kylie replies, yep, everything I do with my mouth is a 5.
You got to know your strengths.
You got to know you're in a Facebook group with 150,000 people.
And then we've just fully outed them as well because I said their last name and their kid. Mm-hmm. Do you know they live out west?
Sounds like she lives down south.
Way! Okay.
Thanks for your feedback on Mailbag Monday, comment section, housekeeping.
Yeah. Let us know your best funny spew. Let us know what you think we should call that. And let us know if you know Sydney and Robin because that was this episode.
Wow.
I've got to love to see it though.
Please.
Jack posted this in our. Oh fuck, Charles, what have I done?
Is that Jack Post from Hamish and Andy?
Hilarious. No, not that weasel. Jack posted this in our Facebook group. Tarpa roulette. I don't know about anyone else, but I'll quite often want to put a random episode of the Toni and Ryan podcast on for background noise.
Yep.
He's like, I've listened to the whole thing.
Yep.
And I just want to hear a random funny one. I've thought that about like, it should be a feature on like Stan or Netflix or whatever.
Yep.
That if you click into The Office, you can put it on random and it just spits out a random episode.
That's a good idea. You should pitch that.
Which I think is what Jack has created. I was sick of scrolling through trying to find an episode, so I decided to engineer an iPhone shortcut that does it for me. Super easy to set up, and he's posted his Facebook group, so I think you can copy the text probably and like pop it in.
Interesting. Charles, do you feel threatened by this as our local tech whiz?
As our local dev?
Nah, I'm all good.
I'm fine.
Everything's fine.
I'm fine.
Tommy will probably have to work out another way to do it though on Android.
Oh,
Fuck.
shade! You don't need fucking sun for some shade.
That was this episode as well.
Super easy to set up, and now I can click the app icon and it opens a random episode from the catalogue. We love to see an easy way of doing menial tasks. Good for you, Jack. I love to see that.
Innovation.
In our group. Like our tarpers
Right
are the
here.
smartest people on earth.
Innovative bunch.
I love that. Thanks for sharing, Jack.
A short little comment that I really love to see here from Hey There Christy. And I'm not sure if that's...
Hey there, Christy. What's
I'm not
it
sure
like
if it's
in
Christy
New
or
York,
Kirsty or
Christy?
Kirsten or Worston. It's fucking one of them.
Catherine.
She said, oh my God, I'm the first comment. Please adopt me.
Oh.
I don't know how that works.
Is that what you did?
Well, I did reply and said that's what I said to Mandy in 1987. So it
Same
worked
jokes.
for me.
Best friends.
But because I still love a first comment. Oh my God, I'm early.
Sometimes I do it.
Yeah, I love it.
I like it.
And that just made me get like, and I saw like, I'm first, adopt me, and I was like, that's
Cute.
just
So
sparked
should
me
we?
up.
Does she have like a little like adoption video or something, like Elwood's admission essay for Harvard Law School?
All right. Well,
I just watched Legally Blonde on the plane.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah. All right, so everyone else has those 3 questions to answer. This is just a question for Hey There, Christy. Can you please send through, let's say a minute maximum, your application video to be officially adopted by Toni and I?
Yep.
I'll take that on.
I really want to take it on.
Okay.
I really want to see the video.
What would you like to see in an application for adoption?
I don't want to sway the jury whatsoever. Like, I want to see what she comes like. Freedom of a loose brief.
Yep.
The most terrifying thing that there is. No guidelines.
So it's like we're going to be her parents.
Yep. You and I.
Yep.
Oh. I'd love to parent with you.
Would
Like
you?
we do with Charles.
Yeah, we've got some
It's the
practice.
same.
Yeah.
All right.
Send that through. We'll watch it next week.
Wonderful.
Tomorrow on the show. I've got a confession.
No, what's tomorrow? Confession. These are tough confessions.
I don't know if
You're right.
a Tarpa's committed fraud. And they're like, here's how I've done it. And it works. And I sort of recommend it.
No.
And that's why I'm a bit Natalie and Imbruglia. I'm a little bit torn about it. But I've read through it and
Hypothetically, is it like a money saving kind of?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For them.
What about us?
Well, if we did it...
Could we do it?
I think that's the thing. I think anyone could do it.
Okay. Oh, we'll just have to see.
Actually, 2 things come of this.
You and me.
You are up financially.
Me?
Like whoever does
The royal you. Yep.
And your friends will love you for it. That's
50
true.
shots for €25.
That is a crime. That is a crime. Right, that's tomorrow. We'll chat to you then.
Love you.